Welcome back to my channel, True Talk with Ericka Sallee, where I empower women to live fulfilled, to focus on well-being mentally, physically, and spiritually, and to transform into the best versions of themselves. So if this is something that you are excited about hearing more about, then I do encourage you to subscribe to the channel, share it out, and then turn the notification bell on so that you are in the know when new videos are uploaded. So I just want to take it's a really quick opportunity to introduce myself. For those of you who have landed here for the first time, I just wanted to say, first of all, welcome, and to thank you for not just being here now, but to encourage you to come on back, stay connected with me here on the channel. But as a speaker, an Amazon #1 best-selling author, and transformation success coach, I get excited when I can share with women how to move beyond the barriers that stand in the way of their success. And let's face it, we all have something that can stop us from really doing the things that we feel fulfilled with, purposeful in, and those can range from a number of things: fear, self-doubt, what other people are saying, our past experiences. So there's so many things that can sometimes just hinder us from just taking that next best step. And it is my hope that because you are here, that you will get exactly what you need in order to take whatever the next step is for you. And of course, if you have questions about how to pursue that, then I do encourage you to visit my website, TruSynergy.org, to find out more about how I can support you on your transformation journey. So I wanted to share this. As I'm recording this video, I am just coming back from an annual girls trip to the beach. You probably see, if you've been on my channel, you might notice a little sun kiss on my face and my arms and all the things. But as I thought about my experience on this trip, it made me think about some things when it comes to resetting. And it may be something that you can identify with. Now, when you go away on vacation of any kind, you want to enjoy yourself, you want to enjoy food that maybe you don't necessarily eat on a regular basis, or maybe you do. And you just kind of allow yourself to enjoy. So I did that. And one of the things that my girlfriends and I talked about was that, every time we would eat something like chips, or if we would have, some kind of chocolate or sweets or whatever, we would always say, I'm on vacation. But after that, we said, okay, so while we are here, we're going to enjoy ourselves, as we should. And part of the reason of getting away and spending that time with friends is because we have had so many things happening in our space over the last month that we literally could not wait to get to this point. And even when we were away, we said, okay, things back home aren't the way that we want them to be. Lots of things are changing. We have lots of things to do when we get back. But while we are here, we're going to focus on this time for bonding with us, with each other. We're going to focus on just relaxing and just being present in a space of being still. That's something that you'll hear me talk about often on this channel. So as we were doing that, we said, okay, so while we're here, this is what we're going to do. But when we get back, here is what we are also going to do. And that's what led me to share this video with you. We said, okay, so this is our reset period. And I was actually on the phone talking with a friend while I was laying on the beach. And one of the things that he said to me was, whatever you took to the beach with you, whether it was how something was going to work out, stress, family loss, all of the things that were sort of like piling on over the course of the weeks before the trip, he said, whatever you are taking there with you, leave it there. Don't bring it back. If you were stressed, if you were upset, if you were like trying to figure out something, just leave it there. And when you come back with a renewed sense of mind, spirit, body, all those things. That part I'm paraphrasing, but that's pretty much what he was saying. So when I thought about that, I said, okay, when we get back, here is something that I know we are going to focus on. Number one, and this is a simple thing, but I'm going to take it in a couple different directions. Detox, okay? A detox. So I'm going to give you a little glimpse of what that detox is going to look like for me. All right, so quickly, I'm going to share what I have here. So I've got some lemons, I have some raw unfiltered honey, a little cinnamon and cayenne pepper. Of course, we're going to blend that with water. And I have some fresh ginger. Now, this recipe comes from the Jen Jones on Instagram. I will post the link to this recipe in the description of this video so that you can get it firsthand from her. But I'm going to blend this up, and then I want to come back and share with you more about detoxing. Maybe more than just what you drink. All right, so the rest of the juice goes into these little bottles. I stick them in the fridge. I've got them ready to pull out and drink. You can order these from Amazon or any other supplier, and I'm not promoting, I'm just telling you where I got mine from. But as I was doing that, I was thinking about detoxing from another perspective. So remember when I said, okay, yep, we ate a lot, we drank wine, we ate after hours much later than we would normally do. And so we knew that it was time to come back and do something different. So I was thinking about the fact that sometimes we have to detox from things other than food. It can look different. Maybe you need a detox from constant negative thinking. There is more than enough in this world and in our personal spaces that we could speak negatively of, right? Maybe things aren't going the way that you want them to go, or maybe there are people in your space and it's just like, bringing the negative energy or causing you to exert negative energy by what you say in response. And then before you know it, you're in this rabbit hole. And so you might say, you know what, I need to detox myself away from negativity. Well, how do you do that? You start to flip the script and think about, well, how can I look at either this situation from the perspective of, is there something in this that I'm supposed to learn? Or you can turn the negativity around in your mind and in your conversation. It might sound something like this. You might be the kind of person who says, you know what? I'm always going to be in debt. I just settled into the fact that it's never going to get any better than this. That's a negativity mindset. Now, you're basing that, I'm sure, on what you see. I get it, because I do the same thing. I see numbers, I know what's happening, and I'm like, okay. But flipping it around and turning the negativity into positivity, it is, you know what? Yes, I know that I have all of these things that I'm responsible for, but I do believe that I will be able to manage it and manage it well. So that is changing the negativity mindset, detoxing from that, and then giving yourself something else positive to think about, to say, even if you don't see it right now in the now, okay? So that's one thing. Another area of detoxing might be looking at the circle of people that you're connected to. Now, this could look a couple of different ways. I'm going to give you a few examples. So the first is, you might say, hey, you know what, there's a person or a group of people that I'm used to hanging with, but there's some times when we're together, the vibe isn't right, or there's some negativity going on and everybody else is talking about everything else that's wrong, and you're trying to navigate your way through that. So there comes a moment where you say, I may have to detox, remove myself from that or that group or that person or whatever. Now, it doesn't mean that it's a complete separation from a person or group, even though it might be, depending on your circumstance. It just might be creating the boundaries that lets you know the point that you need to pull away, right? So it might be, hey, you know what, we're going to hang out for an hour, 2 hours, and that might be your time to still be connected, but then you are able to withdraw yourself so that you can detox away from any negativity that may bubble up to the surface. And it doesn't mean that it's intentional or it's conscious or that somebody is deliberately trying to interject something negative or something bad into the space. It might just be that that's their personality, that's their way of looking at things, that's their perspective, and you can honor that, but you can also honor yourself by letting yourself know when you've reached your limit. That's a form of detox. The other thing that I will say in terms of detoxing is sometimes we got to detox away from, I know, here it is, social media. I'll tell you, I know that my time on social media sometimes gets to be too much. Sometimes I found myself kind of going down the rabbit hole in conversations when I see other people posting things and I'm responding, and then I realize, ooh, it's time for me to detox. I gotta step away from this. So it's either in a moment when you recognize that you're getting pulled into a space or a conversation that's a bit much. And these days, that can be often, and it can happen very quick, okay? So detoxing from social media might just mean, you know what, if I know that I'm holding this phone in my hand for 30 minutes or an hour a day, and maybe it's the same time every day, and you start going down that road of, okay, I'm posting, I'm wasting time here, then maybe detoxing away, putting the phone aside, either putting it away in a separate space away from you or turning it down when you're in the midst of something, just to kind of give your mind an opportunity to clear away from. And here's the thing, negativity can surface in a whole lot of different places. So we sure enough see it on social media. Sometimes it's attached to people that we know, people that we love, people that we hang out with. And we have to know, like, when it feels like, you know, we knew we had to detox after eating because we were feeling bloated, we were feeling full, we were feeling sluggish. And it's like, okay, we knew the signs. And you probably know the signs too in the situations that you're dealing with when it comes to having to clear out space in your mind, in your mouth, in your spirit, in your body, so that you can open up to feeding the good things for yourself, feeding yourself the good things. That's how I want to say this. So anyway, I just wanted to share this idea of detoxing. And so my question to you is, where do you need to detox? It could be similar to making a detox drink for your body, or you could look at other areas of your life and say, what's making me feel weighty or heavy or bloated, or what's frustrating me or not making me feel as purposeful and fulfilled or joyous and or happy. You fill in the blank. And that's a clear indication, oh, maybe it's time for a detox. So if you have questions about what that might look like for you, then I do encourage you to, yes, visit the website TruSynergy.org. You can always schedule a discovery session so that we can talk about what's happening in your space that's causing you to think, yeah, it's time to detox. It's time to separate myself from some things, because when we do that, then we open up the opportunity for us to embrace something more, something better, something more fulfilling, something more exciting perhaps. So there you have it. I look forward to seeing you all again real soon. But until I do, take care of yourselves, and yes, be well.